While you're at home Wednesday, please take a few minutes to think about the meaning of the day. Civilizations have been honoring our warriors for as long as we have historical records. Our Veterans Day has its roots in World War I. November 11th was chosen as a permanent date for Armistice Day, now called Veterans Day, so we would remember that moment on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month in 1918, when for a brief moment hostilities ceased and the Great War moved towards its conclusion. Originally called Armistice Day, it was but one of a number of ways countries involved in the war to end all wars tried to recognize the service of their soldiers and find some good in the horrors that had unleashed upon each other. There are approximately 23 million veterans in the U.S. today. New York is one of only 5 states with over 1 million veterans. There are about 63,000 veterans in Erie County alone. I won't ask for a show of hands from those who have veterans in their family. We all do, somewhere. The White House recently issued an annual proclamation calling for this year's observation of Veterans Day. The proclamation reads in part as follows. Since the birth of our nation, American patriots have stepped forward to serve our country and defend our way of life. With honor and distinction, generations of servicemen and women have taken up arms to win our independence, preserve our union, and secure our freedom. From the Minutemen to our post-9/11 generation, these heroes have put their lives on the line so that we might live in a world that is safer, freer, and more just, and we owe them a profound debt of our gratitude. On Veterans Day, we salute soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, and Coast Guard guardsmen who have rendered the highest services any American can offer, and we rededicate ourselves to fulfilling our commitment to all those who serve in our name. As a nation, we must ensure that every veteran has the chance to share in the opportunity he or she helped to defend. As a grateful nation, let us show our appreciation by honoring all our veterans and working to ensure the promise of America is within the reach to all who have protected it. Words similar to these have been spoken for decades by every president in Veterans Day proclamations and State of the Union addresses. But how are we doing? Are we doing right by those who claim in honor of each November 11th? In 2013, military families received over $100 million in food stamps. The number receiving public assistance to purchase food for their families might be higher were it not for legislation last year that cut funding for the program. As a result, the cuts almost 1 million veterans saw their families' benefits reduced or totally eliminated. Every day, thousands of our soldiers' children don't have enough to eat. The primary cause of these struggles is a low rate of compensation soldiers receive. As you can see from the chart, the base pay rate for a private U1 with less than 2 years of service is $18,378. The chart does reference various bonuses and allowances for clothing, lodging, children, and childcare, but those numbers don't add up to much more than the base pay rate. By way of comparison, that $18,378 base rate falls well below the 2015-2016 cost of tuition at Nichols School. Despite the hardships, most veterans say they would serve again given anything they know have been through. And since 2011, more soldiers have committed suicide than have actually been killed in battle in Afghanistan. As a nation, we have much to work to do to honor those who have served. Take the time Wednesday to find a veteran and say thank you, but don't stop there. Say thank you each time you meet a veteran, regardless of the day. In fact, we'll make it easier for you. As you can see, here's Ms. Kane and Mr. Sarrow. With them, happy Veterans Day. Wish them a happy Veterans Day and thank them for serving. It hits much closer than home than you think. As you become more active in your communities, think about the challenges veterans face when they come home. You will, in a very short order, They are our collective responsibility to take care of them. They have already fought for us. Consider being someone who fights for them. Have a happy Veterans Day.